Good afternoon and welcome to today's webinar. Today we'll be discussing how to develop your e-commerce shipping strategy. My name is Megan Castillo. I'm a Senior Solution Specialist for Freestyle Commerce. Freestyle is a cloud-based inventory and order management solution that automatically syncs your inventory, orders, and customers across all of your sales channels. Presenting today's webinars are our friends and shipping experts, ShipStation. ShipStation's cloud-based software is designed to help e-commerce retailers process, fulfill, and ship their orders from all the most popular marketplaces and shopping carts using all of the top carriers. ShipStation is seamlessly integrated with Freestyle, allowing you to manage your inventory and orders in Freestyle, as well as the pick and pack processes, yet still take advantage of ShipStation's shipping functionality. Please note throughout today's presentation there is a questions panel located on the right-hand side of your screen. Feel free to enter any questions that come up as we're going through today's presentation, and we'll wrap up with your questions at the end. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to today's presenter from ShipStation, Angel Miller. And joining Angel today is Matt Luxo, who's going to help out with the questions portions of today's presentation. Angel?
Thank you so much, Megan, and thank you to Freestyle Commerce for inviting us to present today. As Megan said, my name is Angel Miller, and I'm the Partner Relations Manager here at ShipStation. I'm so glad that you had the time to join us today for the webinar on e-commerce shipping strategies. Today, we'll take an in-depth look at shipping carriers, pricing strategies, and shipping optimization tips to help you streamline shipping for your online business. We've got a lot to cover, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing to discuss is your shipping carriers. Online retailers have several options when choosing how to ship their packages. Of course, we have the major shipping carriers that I'm sure most of you are aware of, or you even use for some of your business operations today. Each of these carriers offer opportunities for discounted rates that you should find out if you're eligible for. USPS is the easiest carrier to get discounts with. You can save up to 60% on domestic shipments and up to 25% off of international shipments just by creating an online USPS provider account through a service like stamps.com. Let's take a look at an example package. Here we have some estimated shipping rates for a package shipping from Austin to New York City through priority mail. Your savings vary depending on the package's weight, distance, and transit time. But here you can see that you can save as much as 21% over the retail rates you get from the U.S. Post Office. The retail rates are those you get it just from walking into the post office, and of course this is the most expensive option. The commercial base rates are the rates you get for printing your label online, either through stamps.com, USPS Click and Ship, or even through your e-commerce platform. And commercial plus rates are available through volume discounts. However, a solution like ShipStation can offer you rates comparable to commercial plus pricing right off the bat. So even if you shipped only 50 1.5-pound parcels each month, over the course of a year, that could be over $1,000 in savings. You could use these savings to invest back into your company. Depending on the size of your operations, you could be eligible for discounted rates of up to 50% on certain services with FedEx and UPS. If these are your preferred carriers, you should absolutely call them directly to learn whether you qualify for discounted rates. Or at the very least, you can learn what you need to do to qualify so that you can plan accordingly. If you ship using FedEx or UPS, or plan to in the future, you should be aware of a new standard they've implemented in the past year called dimensional weight. Dimensional weight takes into account the size of the package, not just the actual weight. They have a formula you can use to calculate dimensional weight by multiplying the length times the width times the height of the package, and then dividing that by 166. So we're going to take a look at an example. My coworker recently got a really cute Labradoodle puppy named Hank. You can see up on the screen. He needed to find a dog bed for Hank, and when searching online, there are several options. So let's say the dog bed we have displayed is 7 pounds. But the package it shipped in was 24 by 24 by 12 in diameter. Using the dimensional weight formula, we get 20.8, which we then need to round to the nearest pound to get the dimensional weight, which ends up being 21 pounds. So for a package shipping from Texas to California via FedEx Ground, you can see that a 21-pound package costs over $5 more to ship, which is roughly a 55% price increase from the cost to ship a $7 package or 7-pound package. So if you have large packages that are relatively light, you'll want to keep this in mind when shipping FedEx or UPS. Cost seems to be the biggest factor when online retailers are considering carriers. However, you should also consider specific services that these vendors offer. First, when will the carrier offer pickups for your packages? Your fulfillment process might require that your parcels get picked up at a specific time. You want to make sure that the shipping carrier you choose can be flexible for these needs. Secondly, what kind of paperwork is involved in shipping? This is especially important for international orders, where you likely want to make sure you qualify for electronic transfer of customs documentation, which is available through several major carriers like UPS, FedEx, and DHL Express. Third, how easy is it for you to track your packages, both you yourself as the merchant and also your customer? To optimize the customer experience, you want to make sure that the carrier you choose offers great tracking updates that are easy to get to your customer. You should also consider special services that you may need for your product. For example, FedEx offers a dry ice service option. One of ShipStation's clients, Carlo's Bakery, uses the FedEx dry ice service so that their cannolis and other treats are delivered fresh to their customers all around the U.S. When evaluating carrier options for their online store, it was really important for Carlo's Bakery to find a carrier that would enable them to ship their baked goods safely. Don't just stop at checking out the major carrier services, though. There are other carrier options that could be a good fit for your company. For example, there are hybrid services available such as FedEx SmartPost and UPS SurePost that can help you with your delivery. In these cases, UPS and FedEx pick up these packages and ship them to the U.S. Post Office closest to the destination. Then the USPS delivers the final leg. Some things to consider when evaluating these services is that they have certain volume, weight, and size restrictions. Additionally, the extra step for delivery may result in a slower transit time. The general rule of thumb is that hybrid services work best for lightweight packages that don't require expedited delivery. If you ship a lot of packages that meet this criteria, you should certainly reach out to these shipping carriers to learn more. Other carrier options include regional carriers such as OnTrack and LSO. If many of your shipments go to your local area, you could get great discounts and increase delivery speeds by using regional carriers. For those of you that do a lot of international shipping, you should also look into international consolidator services that help smooth out the international shipping process and can give you competitive rates across various carriers. Remember though, when you're using uncommon carrier options, you must make sure that there's an easy way to generate labels for these services and that they are compatible with your selling channel. Do your research to make sure they'll fit into your operations model. In summary, as you're looking into which carriers and services are best for your business, you should check with your carrier to make sure you're receiving the best rate. Also be sure to take into account vendor services and not just the cost. Look into other carrier options to see if they offer services or rate discounts that can easily be implemented into your process. And research whether offering a variety of carriers could benefit your overall carrier strategy. Next up is how you would charge your customers for shipping at checkout. Today we'll go over 3 of the most common shipping cost strategies: free shipping, flat rate shipping, and live rate shipping calculation. It goes without saying that free shipping is definitely a shopper favorite. In fact, I did a quick search the other day and found a blog post dedicated to online shopping sites that offer free shipping. If you strain your eyes just a little bit, you'll notice a popular marketplace who is top of the list. Free shipping is also known to increase your orders. In fact, the order increase can be quite dramatic. An online merchant, NewFace, increased their orders by 90% by adding a free shipping threshold to their orders. A free shipping threshold is essentially the minimum order value the customer must purchase in order to qualify for free shipping. Another merchant, Two Big Feet, did their own experiment and found that by offering free shipping, they increased their orders by 50%. Not only that, but Wharton reports that shoppers spend 30% more per order when free shipping is included. While we can see that free shipping can drive higher order value, increase conversions, and in some cases be the simplest solution. I know what you're thinking. Shipping isn't free. How do I make sure that offering free shipping to my customers is profitable to my business? Kissmetrics wrote a very in-depth article on some simple tests you can run on your site to experiment with various free shipping strategies and test their profitability. We're going to run through these quickly, but I highly encourage you to take the time to look into the article I have listed at the bottom for some ideas. First, you must establish a baseline so that you can evaluate the difference in conversion rate between offering and not offering free shipping. You're only losing money if offering free shipping makes no difference in your conversions or your average order value. Additionally, create tests using different free shipping methods. Compare whether you can get a better profit margin by increasing the minimum order value, say from $75 to $100. You can also limit free shipping for certain products. Maybe you have a lightweight product that doesn't cost much to ship. Offering free shipping on just this product line may be more profitable. A common way to compensate for loss when offering free shipping is to increase all your product prices. However, you do want to make sure that increasing the product price doesn't kill your conversion rates and overall profit. These are all important tests to run to be sure that you're seeing an improvement in profit and conversion through your free shipping strategy. And the most common way to run these tests is through A/B testing. Optimizely describes A/B testing, also known as split testing, as comparing two versions of a web page to see which one performs better. You compare two web pages by showing two variants to similar visitors at the same time. The one that gets the better conversion rate wins. In order to run an A/B test on your site, there are several tools that can help. I've listed a few that you can investigate further. And by the way, if you've never offered free shipping, this is the perfect time to try it. Here's a quick example of the kind of promo you can market on your site. If you're running a free shipping promo, be sure that you're clear about which orders are eligible. If you ship internationally or outside of the continental US, you likely don't want to offer free shipping for these orders. You'll also want to be clear if there is a maximum order value or product value for which free shipping is available and indicate the transit time and length of your promo. Clear messaging helps guide the shopper in choosing products and completing their purchase. One other tip around that, if you choose to go with a free shipping threshold, you should also look into whether your shopping cart allows you to incentivize your customers to add more products to their cart in order to be eligible for free shipping. I hope you'll consider trying out a free shipping strategy if you haven't already, or tweaking your current free shipping process to make sure you are maximizing your profit. Another common shipping strategy is flat rate shipping. There are various ways that you can implement a flat rate shipping strategy. However, remember to keep it simple and clear for the shopper. Kissmetrics reports that 28% of shoppers will abandon their shopping cart if presented with unexpected shipping costs. While that may not seem like much, it is significant compared to the other reasons shoppers abandon cart. To make your flat rate shipping strategy as easy to remember as possible, or better yet, just charge one flat shipping rate. Before you can evaluate how much to charge for flat rate shipping, you really need to gain a better understanding of your average shipping costs. If you use a table like this, you can plug your box sizes, average weight associated with these boxes, and the most common postal codes to calculate your average shipping cost. You can also compare your actual cost for shipping a package versus the amount you charge the customer to evaluate how much you're making or losing on shipping your packages. If you make an overall profit on your shipping, you might try using a flat rate that is below the average shipping paid by the customer. If you're losing money on shipping, then you know you need to either pad the product price or start charging more for shipping. As I mentioned earlier, offering just one flat rate for shipping would certainly be ideal. For example, most people won't shirk at having to pay $5 for shipping. In fact, many popular retailers use this $5 shipping strategy. Just the other day, I saw a Bass Pro Shop doing a shipping promo for $5. And Zenni Optical, an online glasses site, charges a flat rate of $5 on all their U.S. shipments. One way that you can implement a $5 flat rate shipping strategy is to take your average shipping cost and subtract that by $5. If you sell a product that costs $10 to ship, for example, then that would leave you with a $5 deficit. You can then take this $5 deficit and increase the product by that amount. This way, you increase the price of the product a little and get the customer to chip in at a more reasonable rate. A $5 flat rate shipping strategy won't work for everyone, especially if you have products of various sizes and weights. In that case, you really must gain a better understanding of your average shipping costs and evaluate whether this is the best sole shipping strategy for you. The next option is to simply charge your customer what you were charged at checkout. Many shopping carts offer a plugin that allows you to give live carrier rates based on the order information. The benefits of this option are that you can provide your customer with various carrier options and even pass on your own carrier discounts. Many retailers seem to find comfort in feeling that this is a fair shipping cost strategy because you're only charging what you were charged. However, free shipping and flat rate shipping options have become such popular strategies for retailers that many customers don't have a great concept for how much it really costs to ship a package, and they may be more likely to abandon their cart when surprised by the cost at checkout. I did some quick rate calculations based on my own carrier accounts. Assuming I have a 3-pound package that needs to ship from Texas to California, it could be as much as $12 to ship via UPS or FedEx, or $10 to ship through USPS Priority. Depending on what kind of product I'm selling, the cost of shipping could have a significant effect on the order value and may cause the shopper to abandon cart. Because I feel that many shoppers are out of touch on what it truly costs to ship a package, I don't recommend using live rates unless you can clearly determine that this strategy works well for you. There are also a few other things you want to confirm before getting attached to using the carrier live rate strategy. You'll want to make sure that your shopping cart supports live rates. For example, Shopify doesn't offer this solution for their lower price plans. You must be on a higher price plan to get live rates. Secondly, you may want to make sure that you can pad the live rate. The live rate is just a carrier estimate, and you could end up being invoiced at a higher rate. To help with this problem, some retailers choose to increase the live rate estimate by a percentage or an extra dollar. You want to also make sure that your negotiated rates sync with your shopping cart so that you can pass these savings to your customer if you'd like. And if you use special carriers or services, you want to make sure that these options are supported by the live rate calculator. Another thing to consider is how many carrier options and services you will give your customer. Having too many options can result in what marketers call choice overload for the consumer. While variety is good, it should also be organized. Remember that you're trying to help the customer complete the transaction. Choosing a shipping method is one of the final decision points, so you should make this part of your checkout as easy as possible. For example, you can display shipping rates in a way that aligns with your customer's goals. Here are a few ideas on how to organize your shipping rates at checkout. You can organize them by transit time, by shipping cost, by carrier. But if you organize by carrier, make sure that this matters to your customer. Or if you offer live rates, start paying attention to popular shipping choices. If 90% of your customers choose UPS Ground, you should consider adding that as the first option in your shipping cost dropdown. While I've explained each of these shipping strategies separately, many retailers mix and match these options to best fit their business. Perhaps you want to offer free shipping for orders over $100 and use a flat rate for the rest of your orders. It's common to do this, though it will take some research and experimentation on your part to find out what works best for you and your customers. The final topic we're going to discuss today are some basic shipping optimization tips. We all know that the holidays are coming up, and it's been reported that 84% of Americans did at least some of their Christmas shopping online, while 20% did all of their gift buying online. Chances are that this is the prime time for your business to increase sales, but the pressure is on to deliver these gifts in a timely manner. We're going to go through a few ways that you can work to hone your shipping process for on and off peak season. First, we'll talk about your physical shipping space. Secondly, how to experiment with your workflow. Then some information on time-saving software and tools you can use to expedite your process. The first thing to consider is your physical shipping space. Perhaps some of you are sitting in your shipping area while listening into this webinar. Or maybe you have 1 or 2 warehouses around the country where your fulfillment operations take place. Here's a glimpse into Amazon's warehouse. This picture just exudes organization, and it's likely a major reason why Amazon is one of the largest online retail giants in the world. But even if you're not Amazon, you can still create an organized shipping space. Here's an example of a ShipStation client, Ugmonk. Ugmonk still has an organized space, even though his operations are much smaller. In some ways, Ugmonk has an advantage over a large retailer because they have less products, and many of their products are similar in size. Also, because Ugmonk's warehouse is smaller, it's easier to reorganize it and simpler to get around. If you've never considered how to optimize your shipping space, I hope this presentation gives you a few places you can start. First, your physical shipping space, whether it's in your garage, your warehouse, or even your bedroom, should have a clearly designated spaces to accomplish the following tasks: printing shipping labels and invoices, storing shipping materials like boxes and tape and package filler, an area to pick your products, an area to pack these products, and then an area to deposit your ready-to-ship boxes. The key thing here is to make sure that your physical shipping space has a clear fulfillment path. For example, do you print your shipping labels and then have to walk across your space to pull your products? After you pick your product, do you have to cut back across your warehouse to pack them and then retrace your steps back to the ready-to-ship area? If you have a small operation, that might not seem like much time now. However, this is needless back and forth time that can hurt you during an order spike. It will also increase the likelihood that you'll drop or lose something in the process. Your shipping space should have a logical flow that prevents you and your team from running around your warehouse and potentially making a fulfillment error. Organizing your products is also crucial to your business, especially during an order spike. There are several ways you can sort your products: alphabetically, by item option like color, size, or SKU, by product popularity, or product bundles such as commonly ordered together items. This probably goes without saying, but it should be so easy for your team to determine where the product they are picking is. One way to test how organized your products are is to give a product pick list to a close friend or family member who isn't currently involved in your process. If they get stuck, take a long time, or have to ask a question in order to find your products, chances are that your products need to be more clearly organized. Consider putting your most popular products on the easiest to reach shelves, or better yet, place your most popular products toward the front of your picking and packing area. During the holidays, you can even pre-pack popular products so that all you have to do is slap a label and tape on them. Having your products organized will make sure you get the right products to your customers and can increase your fulfillment speed. Not only will your physical shipping space layout help you save time, but having a clear fulfillment process will as well. Every merchant should have a documented and up-to-date fulfillment process. To test whether your fulfillment process is clear, use the same experiment I gave for finding a product. Give a friend or family member your step-by-step guide on how to fulfill an order. If you don't already have a documented fulfillment process, then that's your first step. You should time your friend or family member to determine how easy it was for them to fulfill one or more orders. Collect feedback on how to make the process easier. It's understandable that it might take them a little longer than you to fulfill orders. However, if it takes them 2 to 3 times the amount of time it takes you, you likely need to find ways to streamline your process. Here are a few questions to ask yourself to help you determine how to improve your fulfillment process. Having an outside person follow your fulfillment steps not only helps identify holes in your process, but it also gives you a better understanding of what kind of training is necessary if you intend to hire seasonal help during an order spike. Here are a few suggested fulfillment process techniques. You can fulfill orders one by one as they come in. If you use multiple carriers, you can fulfill orders based on which carrier comes to your facility first. You can fulfill orders by product type or number of items. By printing labels and picking and packing all single items orders first, and then picking and packing multi-item orders, that can help speed up the process. And you can fulfill orders that have expedited services first. You might also consider implementing an assembly line system where one person is responsible for printing labels, the next retrieving products, and then finally packing the order. An assembly line may not be necessary for a smaller operation, though it can certainly help speed the process as you scale. One thing to note is that if you're fulfilling your orders one by one or copying shipping addresses from your online store and then pasting them into your carrier website, there are tools that can help with this process. UPS, FedEx, and USPS all offer their own carrier shipping software that you can use to create shipping labels by importing a spreadsheet of orders or adding them one at a time. One thing to note is that these services don't typically integrate with your e-commerce platform, so there is still some manual work involved to close out these orders. There are also third-party fulfillment services that you can use to ship out all or some of your products. Fulfillment by Amazon and ShipWire are both popular options for this. Some retailers will outsource one or more types of products and handle some of their shipping in-house, and the rest by a third-party fulfillment company to help scale their business. Keep in mind that these services are more costly, but can be less time-consuming for you. Additionally, do your research when looking into these options, as they do have product and destination country limitations. Of course, I also have to share that there are e-commerce shipping software tools like ShipStation. A service like ShipStation should integrate with all of your e-commerce selling channels and carriers to give you access to all of your online orders and shipping carriers in one spot. As soon as you create the shipping label, either one at a time or in batch, ShipStation can transmit the tracking data back to the selling channel and even out to the customer. As you can imagine, this can dramatically reduce the time it takes to manage and process your orders, giving you time to focus on picking and packing your orders and organizing your fulfillment space. When choosing an e-commerce shipping software, you want to make sure that it has all the features you need, such as the direct integration with your selling channels, such as Amazon, eBay, your online store, or even an order and inventory management system like Freestyle Commerce. You'll also want to make sure that it's integrated with your shipping carrier and special services that your carrier offers, like FedEx Dry Ice. All the carriers and services I mentioned earlier are integrated with ShipStation. There are other features it should offer, like the ability to create return labels, create product pick lists, create order packing slips, and maybe even a few features that you don't need now, but that you think could come in handy as you grow, like an advanced reporting feature. You want to choose a robust tool that you can grow into. Several of the fulfillment process techniques I mentioned earlier are contingent on being able to easily filter orders by shipping carrier or number of items, or even shipping method. If you can't easily do this with your current process, it may be time to look into a service like ShipStation before the holidays. As a close, I hope that this webinar has given you ideas on how to ship more efficiently. I will be following up soon to provide you with a copy of the slide deck, as well as ShipStation's e-commerce shipping ebook that further elaborates on what we've discussed today. If you have any questions for our team, please email us at info@shipstation.com, and feel free to stay in touch by following us on Twitter, or learn more about ShipStation by visiting us at www.shipstation.com. Now I'd like to open up our time for a few questions. And if you don't have any questions, then we will be following up soon.
Thank you, Angel. So guys, that wraps up our presentation today on how to develop your e-commerce shipping strategy. Angel gave us a lot of great information and some tips and tricks to look for. So thank you again to Angel and, of course, all of you for joining us. Let's just take a look. Again, folks, if there are any questions, feel free to use that questions panel. She was pretty thorough, so she might have answered all of your questions, but let's see here. One of the questions was just about receiving the copy of the slide deck, and as Angel mentioned, she will be sending you guys a copy of that. I know there was a lot of great information in there. It was probably hard to take it all in, but she'll be sure to send that to you so you have it all. And it looks like that's it. So as Angel mentioned, if you have any questions regarding the ShipStation product itself, please contact Angel directly or ShipStation. And of course, if you'd like to learn more about Freestyle or any of our other upcoming partner webinars, please visit our website at freestylesolutions.com. With that, that wraps up today, and thank you again, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you, Megan. Thanks, everybody.